My name is Steve Hampton, and today I'm going to show you what my workflow is in Final Cut Pro when I go out and say shoot a band at a local venue with a multi-camera setup. So I recently did a shoot for a band called Red Dirt Road, and that's the project that we're going to use to create this demo for you today. I've got that project on an external drive, of course, and I've got two external drives. This drive right here is going to be our target drive, where we're going to put the media from the source drive, the original Red Dirt Road project drive. What we're going to do is we're going to open this up to the Red Dirt Road gig and leave that there. So I'll just explain a little bit about how I treat, in this case, a band where I may shoot them 3 or 4 times. So what I do is I give them their own directory, in this case Red Dirt Road, and then below that I will create the actual gig itself. So I'll do that, and then the name of the venue that it was shot at. The first directory that I create is going to be called Final Cut Media. Final Cut Media is where Final Cut is going to store all of its proxy files. The next thing I want to do is I want to create a directory called Raw Footage. And this is where all my camera video is going to go. I'm going to have a directory called Audio Master, and then another one called Deliverables. Anything that we put together in Final Cut Pro and render out as a final for YouTube publishing or whatever have you. Next thing we'll do is we'll drag in our camera stuff. This Cam 1 is an old vintage circa 2009 mini DV recorder. We're not going to focus on that because it's a different workflow, a different way that you have to capture the video, and we're not going to fool with it. I'm going to go to our target directory and double click on the footage, raw footage, and we're just going to drag over all that content. Okay, and finally, we're going to copy over the audio from the source drive to the target drive. If you go down here, these are files that I cut up in Ableton Live, and you see I have the full show here, but what I would recommend is that you cut them up individually, because that's going to make the process of creating the multi-cam clips a lot easier for us and a lot faster. So we'll go ahead and copy those over right now to the Audio Master folder in our target drive. So now that we've got our content over, we can do away with our source drive and just focus on our target drive. The next step will be loading this into Final Cut Pro. So we'll see you on the next one.